So this is a full back foam roll. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start at your upper back, kind of up by the neck area, but you're gonna put your arms up overhead. You're basically gonna roll from the neck all the way down to just the lower part of thoracic spine, not quite into the low back. Let the arms hang. You can kind of let your breath out as you go down. You're gonna go up and down about 8 to 10 times. You can vary the speed if you want to go faster or slower, but really kind of dig into that tissue to get things moving. You might feel a couple cracks and pops. It's totally fine. Just let your body relax as you roll all the way up and down here.
This is the foam roller open book. Bottom leg is going to be straight along the foam roller. Top leg is going to be at 90 degrees. You're going to keep in contact with the foam roller with this top leg. What you're going to be doing is you're going to open, so you can turn the head with it. Foam roller head. Come all the way back. This is called foam roller thread the needle. Your hand is going to be down on the inside of the foam roller. Other hand is going to go behind this arm in front. This left arm, my left arm here, can bend a little bit to give you more thoracic rotation. But what you're going to do is you're going to slide and you're going to reach as far over as you can. Hold it for about a second at the end. And you're going to come back all the way back to the starting position. Roll out as far as you can. And come back. You're going to do that on both sides. So T-spine extension. Hips are going to stay down on the ground. Arch over the foam roller. You can go to a higher spot up. Arch over kind of as far as you feel comfortable doing. Come all the way back up. If you find a spot in particular, it's a little tighter than another spot, you can kind of stay on that particular spot and continue to mobilize it. This is a banded wall airplane. What you're going to do here is you're going to grab a band. You're going to stretch it across the chest. Okay, I don't want the arms to come away from the chest. Bands across the chest. Be in kind of a good golf posture. One foot's going to be on the back wall. The other foot's going to be on the ground. Head's going to stay neutral. You're going to rotate over kind of as far as you can, focusing on maintaining stability and trying to get as much rotation as you can in that torso. And you'll switch sides. So this is a half kneeling hip flexor stretch. What I want you to focus on with this one is to do a posterior pelvic tilt initially. So what I want to do is I want to flatten this low back and kind of lock in that hip flexor at the origin so it can't move. Because if I don't do that, I can stretch my hip flexor like this. I'm not really doing a whole lot, okay? What I want to do is I want to do that posterior tilt. My back is flat. I feel tension here. That's as far forward as I can go. You're going to hold that. And then if you want to add another layer to it, hands can go over the top and you side bend away while maintaining that position. Then you're going to reset, shake it off, come back into it, do that posterior tilt, tucking those hips underneath, leaning forward, side bending into it. Do that a couple times, then switch sides. This one's called a sleeper stretch. So what you're going to do is this arm is going to be at 90 degrees, and I don't want your body rolled open like this. You're going to be kind of rolled a little bit closed, not falling forward, but almost perfectly stacked on top of yourself. Shoulders perfectly 90 degrees. And all you're going to do is you're going to kind of take this arm, and you're going to push it down into internal rotation to stretch that shoulder capsule, okay? Just going to hold this for about 30 seconds or so. It shouldn't be painful, but you should feel like it's doing a pretty decent amount of stretching in there. If it's painful, back off just a little bit, and you're going to return it back up. So this is for the shoulder. You're going to take a golf club like this or a long towel, put it behind your back, holding one side like this, gripping tight. What you're going to do is you're going to take this top arm, you're going to pull this arm up into internal rotation, and you're also going to kind of pull this elbow back a little bit to get a good little stretch. Don't let it cave forward, or you're not really doing too much. You want to pull that back. So you'll be doing this one, relax it, pull it up, hold it for about 5 or so seconds. And you're also going to do this arm too. Same thing, pulling down, and then you're going to pull this elbow kind of back. You're not going to let it cave in towards your ear. Pulling it back, and you'll do both sides of that. This is a seated hamstring stretch. What you're going to do is you're sitting down in a chair like this. Legs going to be straight. You're going to slightly unlock your knee, okay? Very subtly. You're going to be leaning forward, hinging forward, not rounding the back over, hinging forward. You feel a pretty strong hamstring stretch like this. You can have a golf club behind your back if you want to, add rotation, or you can just have your hands across your chest, rotating side to side, okay? I would kind of mix it up between static hold, which is this, and a dynamic rotation, which is this. You can do about 30 seconds with rotations and 30 seconds with a static hold. I would do those kind of alternating 3 times. This is a pigeon stretch here. So what you're gonna do, this leg, you're gonna be kneeling, put it into external rotation, drop your hands in like this, and you're gonna sink kind of backwards. You should feel the stretch happen right on the outside, back through here, really sinking down with the goal of being able to try to kind of drop that knee towards the ground and dropping the chest lower and lower as you go. Okay, you're gonna hold it for about 20 to 30 seconds, come back up, repeat that 3 times, and you'll do both sides.